G'day, and welcome back to another episode of Dr. Candyman's Macclesfield RTG. This is Season 7. We had a topsy-turvy year last year, so we're going to need to find something extra, find another gear to get into to perform well in the Premier League. Let's have a look at our money. 108 million. We can get a lot of work done with that, which is really good. Nice to see that amount of money. But first up, we're going to make our first big change, and that's actually going to be a formation change. We're slotting into a 4-4-2 El Clasico, but look at this. Our first signing, Yusuf Atal, and our second signing, Jose Maria Jimenez. Pretty much burns our entire budget, but look at Jimenez, 30 years old, centre back, strong defending, strong physical stats, high defensive work rate, and Yusuf Atal, right back, right wing, 5-star, weak foot, high, and look at all the green in his stats there. Now let's get into some games here. First game of the season, we're up against Chelsea at Stamford Bridge. This is mostly just a testing ground really, because we've been with this team now for 6 years, and this is the first time that we're not going to be running a 4-1-3-2 formation. So it's going to be really interesting to see whether or not this 4-4-2 actually does work. And other than these early chances that we had here, I wasn't really feeling it. Like, I just felt a bit too awkward with the players. It was unlucky we didn't secure these goals, but I just didn't feel that comfortable with it, and ultimately, like, it went down to the wire this game. Like, this is the only goal of the game, just the one that we slot in at the end. So I wasn't too sure about it, but we gave it another go. We had a game against Arsenal, the guys who were the champions last year, so, you know, high stakes, high quality team. We were at home, we had the home field advantage, and just the same deal. Like, it just didn't feel right. I mean, we did start to feel a little bit better. We had that beautiful link-up play there, and Ferreira lands that goal. And then we had another one coming up here, same sort of deal. Ferreira comes in and puts in a second one. But I just wasn't quite feeling it. Didn't feel great defensively or offensively, so we went and we shook it up again. Instead, we're changing it to a 4-2-4. Pretty risky, but given the squad, I think it could pay dividends. Now, you've all been waiting for this. You want to see our group stage in the Champions League? Well, we're in Group B, and it's a pretty good-looking group against Monaco, Milan, and Besiktas. You know what? I'm feeling more confident about this group than the one that I was last year. So let's dive in, have a look at some of the games we got. First game is up against Besiktas, and the thing about this is that this is the first game that we're going to try out the 4-2-4, so we really had to see. It was sort of like a make or break sort of thing. If we perform well against them, and if I felt comfortable with it, then yeah, we'll run it. And look at that. 4 minutes into the game, and Sessegnon's already in position to strike, and bang, we get one there. And the goals just keep coming from there. Like, this felt really good offensively, and defensively it didn't feel too crippling. How's this goal from Ferreira? I actually get him to do the cross, and instead he goes for the goal, and bang, we get the goal decision system come in, and I don't really see these very often, but yeah, look at that. It's a bounce on the ground, and that's what secures us a goal. Like, Ferreira's just finding something extra this year. They do manage to pull one back, but that's fine. The game was looking pretty confident. I was feeling pretty good with the team. But by this point, you know our team. We're always hungry for goals, and Lane puts away another one. You never know when goal difference is going to make an impact on your standings, so you just keep going for goals all the time. I thought Ferreira put this one away, but then for some reason they called it offside. And then, you know, only about 3 minutes later, Ferreira goes, no, I want that goal back, and so then bang, he goes and gets it for himself. Our next game comes from the Premier League and up against our arch nemesis Manchester City. It doesn't start off very well. They actually managed to pull the first goal in, and it's actually a pretty well deserved goal. Like, you need to come back and have a look at it from all angles, because I don't know how he finds its way through not only the defenders but one of his players too. Now, it took us nearly an hour to get on the score sheet, which was a bit worrying for a while, but luckily that one falls kindly to Surrendero, and he puts that one away. We tie the game up. We still want these 3 points because we want to win this year. Lane works around his defender beautifully in the box, just nip and tuck, bang, he puts one away, and then Lane, hungry for more, does pretty much the exact same thing again, secures it, 3-1, beautiful result. We're back in the Champions League at the San Siro against AC Milan. This was the team that was probably going to be the most difficult in our groups, on paper at least anyway. And Lane doing his beautiful turnaround, finding all the space and finding the first goal only 4 minutes in. Really good way to start the game. And I think if I'm remembering this correctly, this is an absolute what the F moment. Like, we've got two of the best players in the game in Ruse and Ferreira, and both of them just completely missed the target. But that's pretty out of character, Ferreira, and we all know that it is, so he just goes ahead and shows us, you know, this is what we're all about. So he just stands there on the side of the box, no one contesting him, just leaving him, waits for Surrendero to come in and gives him the easy goal. We end up walking away with all 3 points from that game. Last game of these highlights, we're away at Monaco. Now, we need a win today because it's looking pretty tight in the Champions League group stage, but look at Ferreira using that off foot just to sneak it past all all the defenders, all the space in the world, puts it away. He's really killing it this season. But more goals to come. Ferreira pocketed it up to Lane, and Lane, again, taking his time. These two are just clinical in front of goals. We get the 3 points. So here's the group stage at the end of all of the games being played, and 14 points puts us in the lead. AC Milan right behind us with 13 points. That's very tight. Now, going to the round of 16, we're up against Hertha, which is great because have a look at who Milan have drawn. They've drawn, where is it? Barcelona. They've got Barcelona, man. Bullet dodged. I mean, I don't want to face them in the round of 16. No. Let's have a look at the Premier League table because it is January, and when you look at that, Macclesfield Town are in first place on 54 points. But we can't get complacent because we still have the rest of the season to play, and Manchester City and Liverpool are right on our backside, and they're also gunning for the title. Now, we've had a couple of contract disputes, and that means that Gronsier left us. He's defected and he's gone to RB Leipzig. But that's fine because look at the squad. These are the boys. We're all sweet. And I say that, although I forgot that Wagner's actually out on injury. Oh, and I forgot to mention that I sold Ryan because he was a bit too, he wanted too much playtime. So for this next game going up against Newcastle, we've actually got a young starter from the Youth Academy, Vogel, who's going to be in goals. It's his first appearance for the team, and he does really well actually to hold the ball and keep us, because we need all these 3 points. So we need clean sheets and we need goals from the boys, and it's just a fight. Look at Anderson, man. Anderson just wants this so hard. He's such a hard worker. Gets us a first goal. If it wasn't for his intervention, we wouldn't have that. And the goals just keep coming for us. I mean, we sort of controlled this whole game. We had the possession, we had all the moves in, and ultimately we had the goals. It was Ferreira, then it was Lane, and then Lane comes in and gets a second, makes it a double for the day. Really sneakily as well. Like, look at this play. Their defenders have no idea how to handle it, and he's got a rocket in his boot lane, just puts it away. Now, there's a couple of highlights here. Bang, look at that. Well done from Vogel, but unfortunately it wasn't enough. We get into stoppage time, and I thought he was going to have the clean sheet, but he didn't. We don't get the clean sheet, but that's fine because we got all 3 points. Not much to see from the Premier League for now because we've been performing so well domestically that we're in the final for the Carabao Cup against Liverpool at Wembley. Beautiful little Wembley. And this game is filled with so much drama. 28 minutes in, the first thing that happens, oh yeah, cool, let's give away a penalty. Dr. Candyman's furious. This is not how we do things. We don't give away penalties. And even though Wagner dives the right way, it's not enough to save it. But then look at that. 2 minutes later, it's the 30th minute, and we get the penalty this time. So, penalty upon penalty, yellow card for Varane, very important for later on. Rousset takes the penalty because he's our penalty and free kick specialist. But then Allison gets in the way and stops it. So now we're still behind and we get this beautiful goal scoring opportunity. Varane comes in with his mega tackle, knocks him out. It should be his second yellow, but really that's a straight up red card offence. So now they're down to 10 men. What are we going to do? Boys, now we're in the perfect position to come and get the equaliser. And that's exactly what we do. When they've got 10 men, it looks like they've got 10 men. I mean, like, look at how much room our forwards have here. Look at Anderson out on the wing. He's just so open for him, and then bang, he slots one away. Unfortunately, we can't keep it together and pull out a second goal because they held up pretty strong. So we actually have to go down into penalties, which is not what I wanted because there's a chance that they could still win it. But the boys came up pretty well. Ferreira comes in with the first one, puts that away. Neves steps up to take his, misses it completely. Now it's Surrendero's chance to come up. And Tielemans comes in. Wagner, good job Wagner, he keeps it out. Rousset, third time's the charm, or second time's the charm. But bang, he puts one away. It comes down to Boré. Unfortunately, he gets it. I thought that Wagner was going to dive for it, but he didn't. And it comes down to Yusuf Atal. Yusuf Atal, come on mate, you're the right back, right wing. Let's see you do it for the team, for the Carabao Cup. Allison doesn't move. We win it. The Carabao Cup, our first bit of silverware since the FA Cup that we won 2 seasons ago. Beautiful stuff to see. Very proud of the boys. Carabao Cup champions. Let's go. Now there's more football to be played. We're back in the Champions League. This time we're up against Hertha. Now we've played the first leg, and the first leg went pretty well for us. It was 2-0 away, and so now we're at home, and this first goal just pretty much sets the tone for how the rest of this game is going to go. It's one goal after the other, and this one's actually really sloppy. Like, this one's messy. I think this is a bit of EA coding sort of being a bit funny because Ferreira goes for it, the goalkeeper has every opportunity to stop it, and then dives a few seconds later. Like, that's a Champions League goalkeeper, man. Well, that's not going to happen. They do actually manage to pull one back, and it's one of the most beautiful goals ever from that free kick. Deserves to be watched again from all angles because it's absolutely phenomenal. Like, just the ball in is fantastic, and the header on top of it is incredible as well. Like, I've never seen my players pull this sort of thing out. He's under so much pressure and just keeps his head, manages to slide it. Wagner's not expecting it, no one was expecting it, but too little too late, and we're through to the next round. So next round, look at this, round of 16, we're up there, but this is the important thing. Look at that, Manchester City is gone. Haha, suck it! We don't have to face them, they won't give us the upset this time. And so now, more Champions League action. This time, we're up against Leverkusen. Again, the away simulation game went really well. It was a 3-1, so we've got 3 away goals to our name. So there's not really too much that we have to do here. We just need to keep it together and make sure they don't score like 4 goals. But all credit to the lads for keeping their composure. They didn't let anything slip this game. If it wasn't setting up the goals, it was also just finishing clinically. Like, Leverkusen had absolutely no answer for what we had to throw at them. So it was just one goal after the other. Look at all this free space that Anderson has here, and he knows not to get greedy with it. He just plays it cool, passes it off to someone in a better position. Sessegnon puts it away. It's so good, such good work from the boys. It's not to go without a bit of drama though, because then they go ahead and give us a penalty with a really dodgy tackle. Give it to Ferreira. He's already scored 2. I wanted to get his hat trick, but he gets stopped by the keeper, which is unfortunate. But we get into stoppage time of the first half. Anderson's got all the room in the world. Passes it off to Ferreira very selflessly. Ferreira has to fight for it, but bang, he gets it. Ferreira pulls out a hat-trick in the quarterfinals. Take a bow, mate. That's absolutely top quality shot there. But the goals didn't stop there. We kept on going because there's still a second half to play. I think there's only one more. I think this was the last one here. And look at Archibald just absolutely whipping it into Azawi, and Azawi keeping his cool and putting it in as well. Taking a break from the Champions League for a while. We're actually at Wembley. Why are we at Wembley, you ask? Oh, look at that, the FA Cup. Yes, that's right, we made it to the FA Cup final as well, and we're up against our favourite people in the whole world, Manchester City. But Manchester City, look at that from Jack Lane. He just completely fakes out Edison and just left that whole net completely wide open. This was a bit of a crush, man. Like, we did so well in this game. Bruce getting his Fred Flintstone on, using his twinkle toes. Check out this replay here. He comes into the box. Which way am I going to go? You don't know. Boom, puts it away. Beautiful stuff. 2-0 to start things off, really. It's not even half time yet. And look at that. Look at terrible tackle onto Jack Lane. Deserves the red card. Yep, and he gets it. Sule, you're out of here. They're down to 10 men again. Worrell supposedly gives away a penalty here, but I mean, like, look at the replay. It's not really he just sort of like kicks the ball into him, but unfortunately Sterling comes up, steps up to the plate. Wagner goes the wrong way. They do pull one back. The boys have been the better team all game, and then they bury the hatchet here. Zowie putting in one more. Bang, look at that. 3-1's the victory. Not only are we Carabao Cup winners, we are also FA Cup winners for the second time. Well done, boys. This is a great season so far. Now we're into the semi-final of the Champions League against Napoli. We did the simulation away, 3-1 again in our favour. Like, the boys have just absolutely got it down. The form is so good right now. So, I mean, not to say that it's a lock and we're pretty much in, but I mean, like, it's a lock. We're pretty much in. Especially when Ferreira opens the scoring with that beautiful goal just to start things up. Now, you'd be getting sick of seeing pretty much the same footage over and over again, but that's only because Anderson keeps finding the room. It's absolutely clinical, and then Ferreira puts away his second. You have to get it through 2 goals here, through the keeper's legs, and then into the net. Now, I've let this whole clip play out because it is the most clinical counter-attack you're ever going to see. They're all in their half, and then Lane is just in the right spot at the right time. And of course, he's like the fastest man in the world right now. And of course, you know how good he is in front of goal. This is another goal here. Look at this great ball in from Ruse to find Ferreira, who does a little bit of a Jack Lane sort of move there, puts it away, and look at that. You know what that means? That is his back-to-back Champions League hat-trick. Take another bow, mate, because you are just an absolute animal right now. We do drop the ball for a minute though and allow them to score from this ball in here, but that's fine. I mean, look at that aggregate score, 7-2, it's too much. Well done, boys. We're going through to the Champions League final. But look who we're facing. It's Barcelona. They won 4-2 on aggregate. Oof. As it's going to be one hell of a game, and to think that we could have faced them in the round of 16, but we can't think about that right now. Now we have to look at the Premier League table. Look at this. Now just look at this and panic with me. So there's only one game left to play. Manchester City are up against Leeds. We're up against Everton. 95 points for both of us, and both of us are pretty much guaranteed to win in this game, but it's all going to come down to by how much. Now currently we lead the goal difference 65-62, but who knows? I mean, Manchester City could get like a 5-0 or something, so we need to approach Everton with caution and make sure we win by as many goals as possible to clinch the title. Now let's go and have a look at the squad for the day. It's the same 4-2-4 you've seen before, but Yusuf Atal is still out on injury, so instead Rueg's in, and I want to bring Archibald in a little bit later. So let's get into this live game. This is it. We're at home. We're at home. It couldn't be more perfect, could it? At home to possibly win the Premier League title. All roads lead to Macclesfield. Look at this man. This is the reason we're doing so well. He is on an absolute tear. He's always been big news, big ideas. We knew he was going to do great things, but this is the year that he did it. Let's go, Macclesfield. This is it. This is everything we've been working towards. Let's go. Let's get us that Premier League title. Come on. Who are we going towards? Down here. Beautiful. Love it. Love it. Just keep moving. Just keep moving. They're not pressuring you. Anderson is just wide open. He's found the gap. And there it is. The man. The myth. The legend. Anderson. Dr. Candyman bought this guy in the first season. He was our first transfer because the doctor saw that his clinical prowess was going to shine. Absolutely beautiful. He has been a star for this team the entire run. Every competition, every league, everything. He is always there coming up clutch when we need it. Who's it going to? Who's it going to? Over the top to Anderson. Yes, lovely. He's got all the green space in the world here. Just take your time. Little pass in. No, that's the wrong person. I wanted you to pass to Ruse. Why? Anderson. Ruse's got room. Where are we going? Up to lane. Up again. No. No. Oh, I said up again. Oh boy. Yes. Jimenez. Good positioning. Oh, beautiful. What a link up. What a link up. Come on, Ferreira. There it is. There's a second one. Ferreira, my man. The goal scoring legend. It's absolutely beautiful ball movement from the boys in the midfield. And Ferreira just had all that free space. Take his time. Kept his composure in the box. And put away the second for the game. His first. But yeah, that's what we needed. No, I like it. I like that a lot. Oh, I don't like that at all. What happened? It just fell over. Alright, up top to Sessegnon. And bang. Come on. Put on some pace. No, he hasn't got it. Down to lane. No, it's Ruse again. God damn, he keeps switching positions. What a ball. Oh, no. What a shame. Where to? Down to Sessegnon. Look at Sessegnon. Look at all this room. He's a farmer. He's got all the land. Bang! No! Oh, how did you stop it? He must have kicked it right at him. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. Oh, well done, Worrell. What a unit you've been this season. Absolutely proven himself time and time again. To think that he was almost not going to be on the cards anymore. Alright, come on, keep moving up there. Back into the centre. Oh, that was mistimed the B. Up to there. Nice, nice, nice. Come on, Ferreira. Push it again. Get another one. Oh! Anderson! No! Anderson, get up! Get up! It's not over yet! No! Anderson again! Yes! Oh, that was the messiest goal! That was such a messy goal. But it's a goal. It's still a goal. Anderson works so hard all the time. How many attempts did he have there? Like 3. And the last one was the one that went in. Well done, thank God. That was so messy, man. That was absolutely chaotic. Alright, here we go. Here's our changes. Our first subs. Probably our only subs. So Jimenez is coming off. Rueg's coming off. And we've got Benkovic coming on. And the OG man himself, Archibald. Theo Archibald. He's in. I want him to be here when we lift this trophy. Nice. He's got room. They've got even more room up top here. It's free real estate. Out to lane. I disagree with the pass, and then I immediately agree with it again. No, the cross was blocked. Well done. Good tackle. Good tackle. Down to lane. Down to lane. Not up. Not up. Dig up, stupid. Come on. Good tackle, Archibald. This is why you stayed on the team. Because you can do that. Ah, that's bad. That's bad midfield play. Oh, there it is. We did it. 7 years from EFL 2 to the Premier League. From the Premier League, we fought We struggled, and now we win. We won it. Macclesfield Town are Premier League champions, Premier League winners. There's the trophy, look at it. That was the uphill battle of a lifetime. It came down to goal difference, but it doesn't matter, because at the end, we're the ones holding the trophy. Macclesfield Town, Premier League winners. Just let that soak in, boys. We've done it, we're the champions. So the boys have done it. Just look at that. 98, 98, 68, 65 goal difference. We win the Premier League. It's been a long time coming and it just feels so good. Let's have a look at some of these other things, because there's more exciting news, because Ferreira has the golden boot, but on top of that, he's also the player of the competition. Look at his competition stats. 34 goals in 38 matches. Absolutely top quality from him. With assists, Sessegnon had the most for us with 12. And we get down into clean sheets, and this is a bit of a stitched up. I mean, so Edison and Wagner both had 23, but Wagner only had 37 games played. I don't know, man, whatever. But here we go. The Champions League final. It's not done yet. We've still got one more game, and it's a big one. So another live game. Let's see it. This is it, lads. This is the big one. The Champions League against Barcelona. This is it. It's the last game of the year, and depending on how it goes, it could be the last game of this series. Look at it, boys. That's what we're playing for today. Now we're doing with the same lineup that we had in that last Premier League game. It's the common 4-2-4 that we've been seeing all season since we made this risky change. It's the same players we've seen all the time. Yusuf Atal is still out on injury, so Bruig's stepping in, and I'm going to swap in Archibald at the end because I want him on the pitch to play this game because he's absolutely deserved it. And they've got a really solid squad looking at it from here. Dembele, they've got Haaland, they got Alexander-Arnold, wow, Fabinho. Here, we fought too hard to get here. We're not going to let it slip now. Let's go, Macclesfield Town. Champions League finals. Let's make it happen. Let's get it done. Oh, no. Well done. Wow. Back to Rousset. There we go. Nice. Down to Ferreira in the centre. Does he have the speed? No, he doesn't have the speed for it. That's alright. We'll find a new way in. Nice. No! Just touched it straight to him. Too distracted by the ball. Come on. Nice. Great tackle, man. Great tackle. Alright, Surrendero, you got this. Move it to there. Over the top for Lane. Speed it, Lane. Speed it. This is why we picked you up, for your speed. Nice. Oh, not the best. Nah, I didn't like that. That was not great. That was not great, man. I don't know if I like this. Nah, I didn't like it. Oh, I made it work anyway. Come on. Back out to Ferreira. Oh, that was... Go on, Anderson. Oh, Anderson, well done. You are so hungry for that ball. I love it. No, come on. Blow the whistle, ref. They're taking too long. Ref. We're like 3.5 minutes over. Are you serious? Oh, come on. Are you kidding me, man? Oh, this is not good going into half time. What a G-up, man. What a stitch-up. Get it out. No. Just going to all the wrong people. No. You're joking! Oh no, we're 2 down. Oh boy. Alright, I'm making our first change. Bringing on Archibald. Something's going to change. I was going to make this change anyway. Like, Archibald, just bring it, man. If there's any time to be a hero, this is it. Oh. No, what are you doing? You had the ball. Why'd you do that? No. What? No. What? How? Oh my god. I'm dead here, man. I'm dead. This is horrific. This is horrific to watch. Jesus, man. Where are we? We've disappeared this game, man. There's one! There's one! God. Can we get 2 more in 6 minutes, man? I don't know. We could still do it. Being optimistic here. That's it. Oh my god, what a slaughter, man. We've had the biggest momentum train in history, man. We were killing it. This hurts, man. This hurts to see. But it's not us up there. It's Barcelona. See if they don't have enough trophies in the cabinet. They want this one as well? Come on, get out of here. And while that is a disappointing result, we shouldn't beat ourselves up too hard, because look at what we've achieved this year. We topped the Premier League, we turned around, we also won the FA Cup, we won the Carabao Cup. It's been a good season. And look at this, the team stats. Ferreira with 60 goals and 65 appearances, followed by Lane with 27, Rousset with 18, 17 from Sessegnon, 15 from Mazawi, 12 from Anderson. Going into assists, Rousset had 21 assists, Sessegnon had 18, Surrender had 13, Ferreira 12, Anderson 11. It's been a good year, but there's still work that needs to be done, but our big focus next year is going to be on the Champions League, because that's all we need to do to finish up this series. So thanks very much for watching, guys. Please like and subscribe if you enjoyed the video. Comment down below any transfer signings or suggestions that we should, that we can do with the team next year to get the win. But I look forward to seeing you in the next video. Until then, take care. Bye-bye.